So this is the more practical part of the workshop. What we normally do is invite parents in and you have a go at sounding out some words and trying to read some words phonetically. Things are a little bit different this year, so what we'd like you to do is get a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen and your phase 2 and 3 sound mat and your tricky word charts, and you're going to have a go at trying to read some words which are written phonetically, then to sound out some words phonetically, and then we're going to have a go at writing a sentence together, just like I do with the children. First of all, let's have a look at the early learning goals. Children need to write recognisable letters, most of which are correctly formed, and we'll do a separate video on that another time. They need to spell words by identifying the sounds in them. So if I said cat, your child would be able to hear k-a-t. If I said brain, they'd hear b-r-a-n. And they need to link the letters to the sounds. So they need to know that the A sound is a phase 3 sound and it's written with the A and the I. And they need to be able to write simple words. They need to remember that the first sound in cat is k, and then they write the a and the t. And they need to be able to write simple phrases or sentences as well that can be read by other people. The important thing for you to remember is that most children are only going to be learning the phase 2 sounds and the phase 3 sounds this year. Phase 4, there's no new sounds. Phase 5 is alternative spellings, but most children will be learning those in year 1. So what you need to get familiar with is the sounds and the pictures that go with the sounds on the sound mat, and that way you're going to be able to help your child with their writing. So I'm going to go through them briefly now. There is a separate video on them and I'll put a link to them below. These are the phase 2 sounds. S, a, t, p, I, n, m, d, g, o, k, 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 e, a, u, h, b, f, f, l, s. These are the phase 3 sounds. J, v, w, x, y, z, z, qu, ch, sh, th, ng, a, e, I, o, u, a, o, ow, oi, ear, your, So now we're going to play a little game. I'm going to give you 4 words. I'm going to show you the word. I'm going to count to about 6 in my head, and then I'll tell you what the word is. If you get all 4 right, I'll give you a sticker. So here's the first word. And that word is glove, written phonetically as your child would write it. Let's have a look at the next word. Any ideas? Orange. Next word. Slightly more tricky. Ladybird. Are you ready for the final one? Computer. Well done if you got all 4 of them right, so I owe you a sticker. Now we're going to play the game the other way round. I'm going to say the word, I want you to have a go at writing it down, and you're going to need your sound mat because you're writing the word phonetically. Are you ready? There's another sticker at stake here. Okay. First word, cake. Cake. Have a go. So let's see how we did with the first word, cake. Now this is how you write cake. That is the correct spelling. However, that's not the phonetic spelling, because the split A digraph, which turns the A into the A sound, isn't taught until phase 5 of phonics, probably in year 1. So let's sound it out. K-A-K, cake. Right, first sound K, could be the C or the K. Either one would be phonetically correct. What's next sound? K, A. Now, which word has the A sound in the middle of it? Ring, rain, leak, night. If your child's not sure, narrow it down to two. Is it ring or rain? Cake. Okay, it's the A sound. So it's a digraph. Two letters make one sound. K-A, cake. Now, which k comes at the end of the word? Is it this one, or this one? This one here, the digraph, C and the K. So that is phonetically correct. K-A-K, cake. Next word, house. House. This is how you write the word house. H-O-U-S-E. It's a tricky word, so your child wouldn't be able to sound it out. So phonetically, that's not how you sound out house. So let's have a little go. Sound out house for me. Show me 3 fret fingers. That's what we do with the children. Okay, what's the first sound in house? If your child doesn't hear it, what's the first sound in house, hand, hit? Is it s, h, or e? Okay, the h sound. Where's the h sound? Hand, bird, flower. Oh, there. Okay. Okay, what's the next sound in house? H, how, ow. Okay, where's my ow sound? Cow, coin, beard. Which has got the ow sound in it? Okay, h, ow. And what's my last sound in house? Okay, now how do you write this at the end of the word? Is it this one? Sock or grass? S, like that. So phonetically, that would be how your child would spell house. H, ow, s. If your child writes house like that, that's perfect. That's absolutely fine at this stage. 2 more to go. Bubble. Bubble. Now, that is a 2-syllable word, so what I say to the children is to break it down into the syllables, the beats. So I might say, okay, clap the sounds in bubble. B-bull. Okay, what's our first beat? B. Show me 2 fret fingers, let's sound out B. B. And the Okay. B-bull. 3 sounds in bull. Can you sound it out for me? B, u, l. So we've got another B, u. Now where's the u sound? Moon, book, card, fork. Which has got the u sound in? Is it book or card? Book. B, u, bull. What's the last sound in bull? Ul. Okay, now which ul comes at the end of the word? Is it this one or this one? And your child's been taught that the 2 L's, the digraph, makes it ul sound at the middle or the end of the word. So let's check it. B-a, b, u, ul, bull, bubble. And finally, lion. Lion. How many beats in lion? How many syllables? Lion. 2 beats. First beat, lie. Sound it out for me. What's the first sound? Ul, I. Okay, ul. What's the last sound in lie? Lie. Ul, I. Okay. Which word has the I sound in it? Rain, leak, night, goat. Is it night or goat? Night, okay. L-I, lion. 3 sounds in yun, y, n. Now I'm going to check it. L-I, lie, y, n, yun, lion. It's possible your child might have written it like this. Lion, like that. Depends how they hear it. Either would be fine, phonetically correct. Usually the progression that you get with children hearing sounds is that they find it easiest to hear the first sound. So a word like brick, then to start off with they might just hear the b sound. If they're not hearing that, you'd use alliteration. So you say, what's the first sound in brick? Bin, bat. And if they don't get that, you narrow it down. You say, is it e, b, s, or k? If they don't hear it, narrow it down to 2. Is it b or k? Okay, b. So write it down. Then, might be a couple of weeks, it might be a couple of months later. Quite often it's the last sound they hear. So if it was brick, then they'd hear the k sound, they'd hear the b and the k sound. Sometimes they just hear the last sound in the word first. Never quite sure how it's going to work. Okay, so they might write it like this. Okay, and you're emphasizing whatever sounds they find difficult. So if they've heard the b sound, you say brick. What's the last sound in brick? Then they normally hear the middle sound, so they might write it like this. But bick. But they wouldn't hear the r sound. So those adjacent consonants, like the br in brick, are the ones that children find most difficult. So for them to hear that sound, you need to emphasize it to help them to tune into the sound. Brr. You've got the first sound. What's the next sound in brr? So the final way would be to go brr, I, k. Brr, brr, I, k, brick.